Alrighty then, and a very warm welcome to this Shakes and Fidget video. We are on the beta server because we can test a new class. After the rebalanced Demon Hunter could be tested, now we can test a bard, a guy, a mage with an instrument, yeah, which is pretty nice actually. So people were arguing about that char a little bit yet in the Discord. And the question was if that bard is simply an overpowered mage, and I will answer you this question. So basically we have a guy with a mage weapon based on intelligence. He has the same damage calculation like a mage has. He has armory of a scout, which makes him gaining until 25% damage reduction, which is 15% more than a mage has. And then you can choose between those three instruments. Yeah, you have the harp melody of protection, lute melody of vigor, and flute melody of recovery. And this instrument gives you a buff in a fight. Which buff you have is decided randomly. Each 4 combat rounds, it will give you a new buff. So we can get buff level 1, level 2, or level 3. For each instrument, level 3 is shown with this golden or yellow note, and it's the best actually, yeah. But the chance to gain it is lower. So gaining level 2 has the highest chance. So this is like you can see in total. So you can decide which instrument you want to win in the fight. That means you can choose it actively. Passively you cannot choose it, of course. You can have it in your account, but you cannot. It cannot be changed if you get attacked. That's no problem actually. And I think that the best instrument is the lute melody of vigor, because you can gain until 30% damage, which is quite a lot if you think about mages. Yeah, with mages damage in the mid game or late game, if you get 30% more damage, and then it's so much. So I think this is the best instrument to go for, especially for mushroom users. But there's a specific information about the length of those buffs. So basically, level 1 and level 2 for this instruments, or for each other instruments, it's the same for all 3, goes just 1 round, and level 3 goes 2 rounds. But as you can see here, I have shown 2 rounds for level 1 and level 2, and 3 rounds for level 3. That is caused because the stamina is at least 50% of the intelligence value. So if you play the bard, you have to take care that your stamina is at least 50% of your intelligence value for 1 extra round. And if you have like 75% intelligence based on your stamina, if your stamina has 75% based on your stamina, you even get bonus lengths of 2 rounds. So in that case I need 86 constitution, which I don't have. I have 115 intelligence and I have 85 constitution or stamina in that case. So that means that Shakes and Fidget takes into account that green value and that pink value. So actually everything is taking into account, like pet bonus, equipment, potions, but not the potion of eternal life. So potion of eternal life will not increase your stamina, it will increase your hit points, which is not concerned to the bard. So that's important to know. So you see I have 2 rounds, 2 rounds, and 3 rounds. Now I go for 86 constitution. What does change? You see, it automatically shows you the amount of rounds has increased. So that means that's the maximum on rounds you can have by having 75% stamina based to your intelligence value, and that makes this sub pretty strong. I mean, 30% damage for 4 rounds, and that is just one flute or one melody. Each 4 combat rounds you can get more melodies, so if you're lucky you can have level 3 melodies in one try, so you can beat opponents which are very strong. So in the past I just made some dungeons. I mean, that was like my first try. I did not have at least 50% stamina, so my melody was not long, but it was enough to beat that guy. With the skeleton it wasn't that easy, so I got level 2 for 1 round. Then after 4 combat rounds, now the new melody appears. Yeah, oh, that was level 3, much damage. Yeah, I did not beat it, it was close. And then I upgraded my constitution a bit, so I got 1 round more, started with level 3, and that fight was then easy going. What I actually experienced is that there's like a visible bug of the life points of the opponents, and I miss a sound of this melody. So if you have a musician attacking, it would be actually nice to hear a melody. I'm not sure if it's planned. I mean, basically I'm not into Shakes and Fidget sound that much, since mostly things are muted. But it would be nice to have a nice melody added in the future for that attack. So now we are on 75%, so we can beat that guy, I think, pretty good. And now it seems like a really overpowered mage. But you see what is different. Opponents like warriors can block the attacks. Oh, I got level 3 damage already with 4 rounds. The opponents can block your attacks. So I think that dexterity opponents can evade as well. We can beat that guy even with that amount on skills. We just need a perfect try. But what is interesting is that, like, 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attacks, an opponent attacks 1 attack, and then the flute is playing again. So the combat rounds are like, if you have I have 3 melody notes in the first 3 attacks, so the 4 combat rounds are still counting, so I just need 1 attack more. So if you start with level 3, as I did once, he automatically played another flute, which is quite interesting. That means it's, in the best case, you have always 30% damage as long as you can attack. Okay, that it looks like I'm not strong enough, even with level 3. But that's really interesting. So, of course, oh, that was close. Let's have a look at this. Of course, the opponent, yeah, we started with level 3. Okay, I mean, that's a basic damage. If you manage to get critical hits, yeah, that opponent would be done. I mean, I don't have luck skilled, yeah. So let's just go for skill luck as high as possible. If you add critical damage to this basic damage, this is really strong char. Yeah, let's just see how the damage maybe. Yeah. So the damage is added to the higher basic damage. I'm pretty sure about that. And that is really strong. So even if the opponent can block, I think it's not possible for him to to really be a good defense player. So now we have dexterity. Okay, he can evade. That makes it a little bit harder for our Bard to get over it. This was not a good attack. Yeah, that's like the visible bug of the life points. Now we are below 75% on Constitution. We need 95. Oh, I think I cannot. I need gold. I need gold to do so. Oh, this is actually better. Oh, or we just put that ring on. It makes us stronger. Now we have it again. Let's go. We're lacking critical hits. Although we have a quite good luck amount. But okay, our level is lower. That makes it harder for us to crit. But I think we can beat that guy. Yeah, we can beat it. We can beat it. We just have a look final at this attack. We started with level, or is it level 2? Oh, 2 critical hits. And he evaded. He did not crit and we critted. Okay, so level 3 wasn't even needed, yeah. I'm not sure how far this char can go. It looks really strong. And of course, it looks like an overpowered mage, but you have so many random factors added to this char that the mage is still worth to play. Yeah, because on a mage you just have to care about your damage and your luck, and sometimes a little bit constitution. Here you have to care about a lot of things, but that makes it possible to maybe go really through the dungeons. I mean, I'm not sure if he's stronger than a berserk, but I mean, even you have it easier to play against berserks as bard than you have it as mage, since a berserk cannot block or evade. Yeah, and I think you can beat a lot of dungeons earlier than you can do with a mage. So that char looks really interesting, and I hope they will fix the visible bug and they will add some tunes, and I hope that besides the adding of a new char or doing a rebalancing for Demon Hunter or whatever, that they will finalize something and they will improve the performance on a better server. It's better than on some new backend servers, but like entering dungeons and so on must go fluently, because we need that. Each player needs that. So far that were my points to the Bard. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Anyways, have a good day. Goodbye. See you soon. Hasta la vista, baby.